All right, so get this. We're diving into the world of secrets today.
Secrets.
But here's the twist. We're not talking about like the cloak and dagger stuff.
Oh, interesting.
We're exploring the idea that some secrets, believe it or not, can actually be good for you.
Hmm.
A lot of you requested a deep dive based on this BBC Learning English video,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what we're going to do. So
Yeah.
let's get right into it.
Okay.
We often think of secrets as something negative, something to be ashamed of, but
Right.
what if I told you that keeping certain things under wraps could actually boost your mood,
Okay.
strengthen your relationships, and maybe even help you achieve your goals?
Well, it's true. We tend to think of secrets as something, negative.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Something to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
But psychologists are starting to uncover
Oh, wow.
the upside of secrets.
Okay. I'll admit that has me intrigued.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all heard the saying, spill the beans,
Right.
which makes it sound like revealing a secret is always the best thing to do. So how can keeping a secret actually be a positive thing?
Well, it all comes down to the type of secret we're talking about.
Okay.
Dr. Michael Slepian, a psychologist at Columbia University, has done some really interesting research on what he calls positive secrets.
Interesting.
These are secrets that are meant to be revealed eventually, but the act of keeping them for a little while actually adds to the excitement and meaning of the eventual reveal.
So like surprising your partner with a dream vacation.
Exactly.
Or planning a surprise birthday party for a friend.
Exactly. Those are classic examples of positive secrets.
Okay.
Think about it. The joy of a surprise is amplified when it's been carefully planned and kept under wraps. The anticipation builds. The excitement grows.
Right.
The eventual reveal becomes this shared experience
Yeah.
that strengthens the bond between the people involved.
I'm starting to see how this works.
Right?
It's like holding on to a little piece of joy and knowing you get to share it with someone you care about. That in itself could be a mood booster.
Precisely. Dr. Slepian's research suggests that keeping a positive secret can actually give you a sense of control and energy. Almost like you're holding on to a little spark of excitement.
Yeah.
And that can be incredibly motivating.
But isn't there a flip side to this?
Well,
I mean, couldn't keeping a secret, even a positive one, create distance or mistrust in a relationship?
that's a great question.
Yeah.
And it highlights the importance of intention.
Okay.
With positive secrets, the intention is never to deceive or manipulate. The goal is to create a positive experience,
Okay.
a moment of shared joy and connection.
So it's not just about keeping something hidden.
Right.
It's about the why behind the secret.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
And it's also crucial to consider the cultural context.
Okay.
Dr. Slepian's research was primarily conducted in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but he acknowledges that different cultures have vastly different perspectives on secrets.
Now that you mentioned cultural differences, the BBC video brought up a really interesting point.
Yeah.
The idea that in some cultures, announcing a pregnancy too early
Right.
is considered bad luck.
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Slepian mentioned the belief in the evil eye, which is
Yeah.
prevalent in many parts of the world. It's the idea that sharing good news too soon could invite negative energy or jealousy.
Oh.
So people are more cautious about revealing certain things, especially during vulnerable times like pregnancy.
So while in the U.S., a surprise pregnancy announcement might be seen as like a joyful, positive secret,
Right.
in other cultures it might be considered taboo to share that information too early.
Exactly.
It seems like the cultural context can really shape how we perceive and manage secrets.
Absolutely. And this highlights the important distinction between positive secrets,
Okay.
which are meant to be shared eventually,
Right.
and what we might call burdensome secrets,
Hmm.
those that carry a heavier weight, often related to cultural taboos or personal shame.
Okay, I'm starting to see the complexity here.
Yeah.
It's not just about good secrets versus bad secrets.
All right.
It's about understanding the nuances, the intentions, and the cultural factors that shape our relationship with secrecy.
Precisely. And to illustrate this further,
Okay.
let's consider a global example mentioned in the BBC video, Coca-Cola's secret recipe.
Yes, the legendary formula locked away in a vault.
Right.
Adding to the mystique of the brand, I'm guessing this isn't exactly a positive secret,
Right.
in the sense that it's meant to be revealed one day.
Right.
Right.
But it beautifully demonstrates how a well-kept secret can generate intrigue and fascination.
Yeah.
The secrecy surrounding the formula has become part of Coca-Cola's brand identity. fueling curiosity and ultimately driving sales.
So in this case, the secret itself isn't the product,
Right.
it's the allure of the secret that's being marketed.
Exactly.
Fascinating.
And it makes you wonder, what's more powerful, the secret itself or
Yeah.
the story we create around it?
That's a great question, and I think it gets to the heart of what makes secrets so compelling. Whether they're positive, burdensome, or somewhere in between, secrets have a way of capturing our imagination
Yeah.
and making us want to know more.
They do, and that's what makes this exploration so interesting.
Yeah.
There's so much more to uncover about the psychology of secret keeping, the impact of secrets on our relationships, and how our digital age is reshaping our relationship with privacy and disclosure.
Well, based on what we've already uncovered, I'm definitely ready to dive deeper into this world of secrets.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It really does make you think about how we navigate secrets in the digital age, right?
Yeah.
We're constantly bombarded with messages that encourage us to share everything online. Our thoughts, our meals, our every move.
It's true, social media has created this culture of oversharing where privacy almost feels like a relic of the past.
Exactly. And in that context, the idea of keeping positive secrets,
Yeah.
of intentionally holding back on sharing something for a while, always feels like an act of rebellion.
I like a rebellion against oversharing.
Yeah,
It's like reclaiming our right to choose what we reveal and when we reveal it.
precisely. And that sense of agency, of having control over our own narratives, can be incredibly empowering.
It also makes me think about the types of secrets we might be keeping from ourselves. We've been talking about secrets we keep from others, but what about those hidden desires or unexplored talents we sometimes bury deep down?
Ah, those inner secrets. I find those to be particularly fascinating.
Yeah.
Those unacknowledged parts of ourselves, those dreams we might have put on hold.
Right.
They can be incredibly powerful, both in positive and negative ways.
So are you saying that uncovering those inner secrets could actually be a form of self-discovery?
Absolutely.
Right.
Think about it. Those hidden desires and talents often hold the key to our passions and our purpose, but we might suppress them out of fear, self-doubt,
Right.
or simply because life got in the way.
That resonates with me. I know I've definitely had moments where I've talked myself out of pursuing something because I was afraid of failing or not being good enough.
That's so common, and it's a perfect example of how our inner secrets can hold us back.
Yeah.
But the flip side is that when we do have the courage to uncover those hidden parts of ourselves, it can lead to incredible breakthroughs, both personally and professionally.
It's like those inner secrets are little nuggets of potential just waiting to be unearthed.
Exactly. And sometimes uncovering those nuggets requires a bit of introspection, a willingness to look within and ask ourselves some tough questions.
So we've talked about positive secrets, burdensome secrets, cultural influences, the impact of technology, and now even secrets we keep from ourselves.
Right.
What I'm gathering from all of this is that the world of secrets is a lot more complex and nuanced than we might initially think.
Absolutely. And it's a world worth exploring,
Yeah.
because understanding our relationship with secrets can provide valuable insights into our motivations, our relationships, and even our sense of self.
I'm also curious about the practical side of all of this.
Okay.
We've established that not all secrets are bad and that some can even enhance our lives. But how do we navigate this in our everyday lives? How do we decide what to keep secret, when to reveal something, and who to share it with?
That's where it becomes crucial to develop what I call secret literacy. It's the ability to discern the types of secrets we're dealing with, to understand their potential impact, and to make conscious choices about how we manage them.
Secret literacy. I love that term.
Yeah.
It implies that there's a skill involved,
Yeah.
that we can actually get better at navigating this complex world of secrets.
Exactly. And it starts with awareness.
Okay.
Becoming more aware of our own tendencies,
Mm-hmm.
our cultural influences, and the different types of secrets we encounter
Right.
can help us make more informed choices about how we engage with secrecy.
So it's not about becoming masters of deception or keeping everything locked away. It's about understanding the power of secrets and using that knowledge to enrich our lives and strengthen our relationships.
Exactly.
As we're wrapping up this deep dive into secrets, I keep thinking about that question you posed. What's more powerful, the secret itself,
Right.
or the story we create around it?
Yeah.
It feels like that applies to both the secrets we keep from others and the ones we might be hiding from ourselves.
It really does. And I think that question, more than anything, highlights the power of perspective.
Yeah.
The same secret can be experienced in vastly different ways, depending on how we frame it, how we understand it, and how we choose to share it or not share it with others.
It makes me think about how we've been talking about secrets in more of a psychological sense,
Right.
exploring, the impact they have on our thoughts, emotions, relationships. But I'm also wondering about the more tangible aspects of secrets.
Okay.
Like, are there any practical tips or strategies people can use to manage secrets in a healthy way?
That's a great question. And there are definitely some strategies we can borrow from psychology and communication theory to help us navigate this world of secrets more effectively.
Yeah.
One of those important things is to be mindful of the weight a secret carries. If you find yourself constantly thinking about a secret,
Right.
if it's causing you stress or anxiety,
Yeah.
it might be a sign that it's time to consider sharing it with someone you trust.
That makes sense. It's like if you're carrying around a heavy suitcase,
Exactly.
eventually it's going to start to weigh you down.
Exactly. And sometimes simply talking about it
Yeah.
with a trusted friend, therapist, or family member can help lighten the load.
Right.
It can also help you gain a fresh perspective on the situation
Uh-huh.
and potentially find solutions you might not have considered on your own.
So it's not always about keeping a secret completely hidden.
Right.
Sometimes it's about finding a safe and healthy way to share it with someone who can offer support and guidance.
Precisely. And if you're on the receiving end of a secret, it's crucial to be a good listener,
Yeah.
to offer empathy and understanding without judgment.
Right.
Remember, someone has entrusted you with something deeply personal, and that requires respect and sensitivity.
That's such an important point. The way we respond to someone's secret
Yeah.
can have a profound impact on their trust in us and their willingness to confide in us in the future.
Absolutely. And it's
Yeah.
also worth considering that sometimes the most important secrets to uncover
Yeah.
are the ones we keep from ourselves.
Hmm.
If there are dreams you've put on hold or talents you've been afraid to explore,
Yeah.
maybe it's time to start asking yourself why.
I love that it's like we're coming full circle.
Yeah.
Back to that idea of self-discovery and the power of uncovering those hidden parts of ourselves that might be holding us back from living our fullest lives.
Exactly. And sometimes all it takes is a little bit of courage, a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones and to embrace the unknown.
Well, on that note of embracing the unknown, I think it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive into the surprisingly complex world of secrets.
Okay.
Hopefully this has given you, our listener, a fresh perspective on secrecy
Yeah.
and the power it holds both in shaping our relationships and in influencing our own personal journeys.
And perhaps most importantly,
Yeah.
we've challenged the notion that all secrets are bad.
Right.
Some secrets, as we've discovered, can bring joy, strengthen bonds, and even inspire us to become the best versions of ourselves.
So as you go about your day, dear listener, I encourage you to ponder the secrets you hold, the secrets you encounter, and perhaps even the secrets you might be keeping from yourself. Embrace the mystery, navigate with intention, and remember, sometimes the most rewarding things in life are worth keeping under wraps, at least for a little while.